Nestled in the UK, Wales is more than just a country. It's a home, it's a way of life, and it's a way of life worth dying for. We call it God's allotment, and it's a gift that fills our heart with passion, pride, and love. So let me tell you about Wales. In 2017, I was elected to Pembrokeshire County Council. Labelled controversial and outspoken because I stood up for people. Then, when the council decided to support the illegal and violent protests during lockdown, the left decided to silence me.
Mr. Dawson.
I'd like to state that I won't participate in the private hearing. There's been enough cover-ups and things hidden up to date. But an example of how the Welsh Government are a threat to everything good about Wales. There is so much more, but let's concentrate on this beautiful country. Anyway, that was me, elected and paid to be a councillor. Sitting on my arse, basically. But years ago, I took my HGV licence. And now, in order to stay away from the mainstream, I'm driving HGV lorries to North Wales twice a week. And this is where I get to appreciate and notice how gorgeous this land of Wales really is. You can't really see it from the camera, but there are huge mountains either side, to the left and the right of me. It's just that it's that vast. I don't even think a good camera would justify it.
Blaenau Festiniog. I sound like the hawk to a girl. Just spit on that thing.
Allow me to explain on the road. You will see what is painted air off slow. I don't know if you know this, but there is a native animal to Wales called the era. It is facing extinction due to the fact that Welsh dragons seem to eat a lot of them. The government have advised that drive slowly in certain areas, especially those with the air up lives, which is normally behind walls or under trees. They do not want to lose any more because the dragons are really impacting the numbers.
Truly privileged to witness such splendour. Look at each mountain, each peak tells a story of resilience, and every valley cradles memories of nature's spirit. In a world that often rushes by, let's take a moment just to be grateful for this gift that we see around us, this gift of connection to the earth, connection to each other as Welsh people, and to the beauty that we can see all around us. We need to admire these stunning visuals. We take them for granted. Let's carry this gratitude in our hearts, for every glimpse of the Welsh countryside reminds us that we are stewards of this planet, tasked with preserving its beauty for generations to come. So breathe this fresh air, embrace its tranquility, and let the wonders of nature inspire you to cherish every moment of Wales.
Paul, isn't there a nuclear power station around here?
Yes, Trawsfynydd nuclear power station closed down in 1991 after 26 years of operation. It's still undergoing some sort of decommissioning. However, it won't be fully decommissioned until 2071. Oh Jesus, this is going to be fun. Roadworks with the narrowest of chicanes I've ever seen in my life. There's an Arctic going through now, so obviously I'm going to fit, but it's going to be tight. You can see a bit of a crawl now because of that truck in front and all the weight he's carrying. Well, now is probably a good time to properly explain what the Mac Loop exactly is. It's a set of valleys between Dolgellau and Machynlleth. And when I say a set of valleys, they are valleys. They're used for low-level flight by the Royal Air Force. And there is a certain area here where they get as low as 100 feet. I see this regularly, and I can tell you something. It is a sight to behold, especially when there are 3 or 4 supersonic fighter jets that are flying up the valley. You can more or less feel as though you can touch them. I recommend it to anyone. Right, this is the top of the famous Mach Loop, where the jets and helicopters, everything flies up here. And as you see now, there's a very sharp S-bend, a very summit of it all. And up that valley there is where they fly. You can look down on the pilot's head. I'm using every braking aid I have on this lorry now, because you just can't get a sense of how steep it is, from this camera angle. But it's massive mountain sides here, see that? This is where the planes fly up, at like 500 miles per hour. Bit of a twitchy arse every time you go down here, because you never know. If you had to stop suddenly, you wouldn't. Right down there to the right is where the planes fly. So, like I said, you can look down on the plane and see the pilot's head. And the Mach Loop is world famous. It's a shame in an Arctic I can't just park where I want. I've got to park at the bottom of the hill and then aim out of the way. The absolute immense sights that I've got down there to the right is hard to describe. You're not going to see on this camera, but it is a massive valley. Probably 40 miles away, as the crow flies, is RAF Valley in North Wales on Holyhead, Anglesey. And that's a training base for wannabe pilots. And they use this as part of their training thing, which must have been what started off the Mach Loop. Our culture is not just a collection of customs. It's the heartbeat of our nation. The songs we sing, the tales we tell, and the traditions that we cherish are what makes us uniquely Welsh. But these treasures are under siege. The government's plans to prioritise foreign interests over our homeland threaten to erase the essence of what it means to be Welsh. We cannot allow our beautiful landscapes to be sacrificed on the altar of so-called progress. Wales is not just a place. It's a way of life, and we must stand together to preserve our identity. And it is now vital that we unite to protect the soul of Wales from all external influences that seek to impose their will upon us. Our traditions are what bind us. If we lose those, we lose ourselves. It's time to rise and reclaim our proper nationality, a symbol of our resilience and unity. We need to protect our land and our culture and our future. And together we can ensure that the beauty of Wales remains intact for generations to come. Join us in safeguarding the heart of Wales, because when we protect our heritage, we protect our very identity. Together we are unstoppable. Cymru am byth.